In this video, we are going to talk about how to create a video for YouTube from start to finish. So we're going to look at planning, we're going to look at filming, we're going to look at gear, we're going to look at editing, and then we're going to look at all the top tips and tricks that you need when you are uploading your video for you to get the views that you require so that your story or that great video can reach a larger audience. And to do this, I have a very good friend of mine who has been creating tech videos for quite a while now, over 3 years, and he has a lot of experience in this field. And I believe that if you want to learn anything or you want to do something professionally, you need to learn from someone who is already in the field doing it very professionally. And this is a video series, so this is the first part where we are going to talk about the ideation process, how you get the concept, how you put the concept together, writing a script, finding ideas, finding motivation, doing your research and all that before you even start filming, because planning is key. Prior planning prevents poor performance. You need to always make sure that you research before you record. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Cyber Reviews. Now, before you create any video, you need to make sure that the content that you're creating is good. And to create good content, you need to at least do it professionally. And to do it professionally, you need to learn from someone who's been doing it professionally. My good friend Ishmael has been doing tech review videos for over 3 years now, and he has quite a bit of knowledge, tips and tricks to share with you so that you can also make awesome videos to share with the world. And so without wasting any more time, Ishmael, kindly introduce yourself to the beautiful audience watching right now.
Hey guys, my name is Ishmael and I am a YouTuber. So I make videos about technology. I talk about reviews, I attend events and a whole lot about technology. So basically that's what I do.
Kindly walk us through the process. Like when you get an idea, how do you go through the planning process? What are the things which come to mind? What are the things that you do when you get an idea?
So first of all, depending on what I want to shoot will determine how I go about the process. So for instance, if I want to shoot something which requires a lot of creativity, so maybe making a short film, I have to think through the process. I need to come up with a concept. So sometimes the concept, I don't just sit down to put everything together. I might be just doing something and then I just get an idea. Okay, why don't you do this? And then I always, most of the time, have my phone with me. So whenever I have an idea and I want to work on it, I just open up my notes and then I type it down. This is what I'm supposed to do. So later on when I come back, then I see how best I can develop that particular idea. So then I start looking at what people have done within that particular area in case there are already things existing there. Then I get some points and then I try to add mine to it. And then I get to the point where I have to develop a script depending on what I'm shooting, just like I was saying. So if it's something that requires maybe I have to use script, then I'll have to type everything out. I will have to rehearse some of the lines just to familiarize myself with the script I have so it doesn't look like I might be reading everything from a phone. I most of the time use my phone as a teleprompter. So basically, yes, like I was saying, it depends on what I'm shooting, and that determines how the processes come about. So I do script when it's necessary. I sometimes just research on the subject matter and then I talk about it. That's when I've been able to gather a lot of information about the subject matter.
Really, really solid points there. So as part of the planning process, what do you do? Do you like shoot before you consider the title for the video based on maybe what you shot? Or do you plan the title before you actually shoot the video? For me, what I do is if I have a video that I want to create, so for example, I want to create a video on an iPhone 11 Pro Max. I go into a tool that I use called Uber Suggest, and then it tells me like the volume of searches for the particular title and other keywords that people are searching related to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So based off of that and the research I do, I'm able to come up with a good title which addresses certain gaps that I've identified for other creators. Maybe people have done iPhone 11 Pro Max videos, but they didn't talk about this specific one. So I talk about that. How about you?
So as part of the planning process, that's also when I come up with a title of my video. I also start looking at the tags that I'm going to have in the video. Now, before I come up with that, I first of all search online. So for instance, on YouTube or on Google, because whatever title I want to be using for my video, I want it to be search engine friendly. I want people to be searching for things that relate to whatever information or video I'm putting out there. So I try to see what people have. I see how well they are performing. So this is where there's something like search engine optimization. You take a look at certain things called keywords. How best, what is the probability that people are going to type this in the search bar, that is if they are looking for something. So once I do that, I'm able to get some few ideas on how this is actually going to perform. Then I come up with the title for my video, and for every video I make as well, I try as much as possible to have a description. So the description is also important in the sense that it also contains some form of keywords that could help people locate your video when they are searching for things that relate to whatever you are producing. So that's how I come up with my titles, as well as the keywords, as well as the description for my videos.
So like, has there ever been a time that you created a video without necessarily putting down a plan or writing down a script?
So there was one particular video, I didn't really have a direct plan on how I was going to go about it. That was actually a review I made about my laptop. I had wanted to do it, but hadn't sat down to plan how I was going to go about doing it. So I one time happened to pay a friend a visit, and then he was set up. He had shot some videos, and so his gears and everything was already set. I decided, okay, you know what, I'm just going to shoot some B-rolls. But B-rolls, because I've done some of these things in the past, it's not difficult doing something, because laptop, I have made a review of a laptop before, so then it's basically more or less like following the same pattern. So that's, for instance, I didn't have to sit down to plan. Later on, I came back to do the scripting and everything about it before I finish up the entire video. So that's yeah, I've actually shot videos without sitting down to plan before.
How about the time of the day, like your energy levels? Do you shoot like in the mornings when you just wake up and you are full of energy, or you shoot late at night? So for me, what I do is usually, because I go to work and my 9 to 5 is very stressful, after work I come and shoot, but then I rest a bit so that my energy level is higher, because I noticed that in the videos where like I'm so tired and my talking is very dull and slow, like it's very boring when I watch it nowadays. So I just make sure that I have enough enthusiasm and zeal to make the video. Like if I don't feel very energetic or passionate about the video I want to make, I can have the concept or idea in my head like 2 weeks. I won't shoot. So I feel like I'm in the right frame of mind to shoot, where I can express myself, because I really want to convey a message in all my videos, and I don't want to sound very tired. I've created videos in the past like that, where even like it wasn't a sit down video like you are seeing me right now. It was just like a voice over, but then you can hear the tiredness in my voice because I'm shooting at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And the reason why I have to shoot at that time is because usually during the day there's so much noise in the environment, cars passing and all that, and you don't really have that peace of mind. Alternatively, I have to probably go into my car to go and record, and it gets pretty stuffy or hot, or all kind of thing. So how about you? What is the best time that you shoot your videos? Is it morning, afternoon, evening, dawn, whatever? Let us know.
Most of the time late at night, or sometimes at dawn. The reason being, where I live, I do have a lot of distractions in terms of airplanes passing by every now and then. You can't actually predict when an airplane will be passing by. You just be in the middle of a video, and then all of a sudden an airplane is passing by and you have to pause. So most of the time I shoot late at night and a bit into at dawn. But sometimes on Sundays, when I come back from church, because Monday is just around the corner and I need to prepare for the week, I just try my possible best to shoot sometimes within the afternoon. And then so basically I shoot around afternoon and then night, as well as at dawn.
Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, please click on the thumbs up button. And if you're new to my channel, I do mobile phone reviews, mobile app reviews, and I bring to you affordable gadget reviews to help you make an informed decision whenever you're making your next purchase. So if you like that kind of content, please click on the subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you do not miss any episode. Now, the reason why I'm making such videos is because when I was starting out, like a year or almost a year and a half ago, I didn't have anybody to walk me through some of these things that I know now. And so most of my videos that I made sucked. And I don't want you to make videos which suck, okay? I want you to make great videos, better videos, amazing videos that can bring you a lot of subscribers, get a lot of views, possibly go viral. I don't know, but I really want to help somebody who is now beginning, because sometimes people come to you and they have a load of questions and they want to know, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? And you can't really answer everybody. I try my best as much as possible, because when I was starting, I approached certain high performing content creators, even in Africa, and when you begin to ask questions, like, you are boring them and stuff like that, so they don't really have time for you. So I'm making these videos so that anybody who has these kind of questions, I'm pointing you to this particular video. All right, so Ishmael, my final question for you when it comes to the planning is, do you create all the videos you get? Like, I know Mr. Who's the Boss, who is a UK tech content creator, says that he discards like 90% of the ideas he gets. And myself, to sometimes I write a whole lot of ideas that I want to create videos for, but then I choose the ones that I feel most passionate about. How about you? Do you like sometimes find it frustrating? Maybe you want to talk about this thing, but you don't feel too energetic, or you are not too passionate about it, and do you discard some of the ideas because you feel it might not get enough views or what? Or is there something like a bad idea? Or let me know what you think.
There's one thing about me. Whenever I have an idea, I put it down. It doesn't matter how long it will take for me to make and materialize that particular idea. So an example is a short film I wanted to make with my phone. I actually had this idea sometime last year, and I put it down. I want to make a short film with my phone. Now, I have been wanting to do it for a longer time. I have friends who are good with videography and the rest, but I'd love for them to assist me, but it seems they've been all tied up with activities and the rest. So I didn't, like, bogus it. I actually still kept it, and then at the right time, with the right gears, I actually had a chance to shoot it by myself. So yes, I don't really push aside ideas. I try as much as possible to put it down. I come back later and then see what I can make out of it. So yeah.
If you made it this far, you are fantastic. You are super awesome. Now remember that this is just part one of a series of videos where we talk about creating videos from concept to the final upload and export, and when people watch and commenting and all that. So if you like that kind of content, please click on the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. In the next video, we are going to be looking at the gear to use. Maybe you don't have a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, but you want to use your smartphone to film. Well, you can use your smartphone. A lot of creators use their smartphones. And actually, smartphones are like catching up to DSLRs in terms of quality and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter. We can show you the best ways to film with your smartphone, the best practices. And not just your smartphone, but the lighting equipment and all that to get really crisp, beautiful, bright audio. And also from there, we are going to be talking about the actual filming process, like how do you film, how do you hold a camera, all those things, and the audio equipment, tripods, and all that. And then after that, we're going to talk about editing. You need to really edit your videos to stand out and to grab attention. And then we are going to talk about the best practices when you are exporting your video to YouTube, thumbnails, descriptions, keywords. So question of the day, how do you plan your videos? Do you write them down or whatever comes to your mind and then you begin to film? Let me know in the comments below the concept and ideation process so you actually shoot a video in the comments below. Thanks, my brain.